There was a lot of talk about this game. Well, we have our results now. The Colts won 34-17, and now they are leading the AFC South. Now you're saying probably they're tied records. Why? How are they leading? Thing is, they actually win on a tie because if the tied record, the team that has the better you know record versus the other team leads the division. So the Titans are now out of the. They went from being in the playoffs to out of the playoff picture at this point right now. Of course, there's still a lot of games left. But yeah, 34-17, the final score. I will say this: the end of the second half, the Titans defense held them to a field goal, so 17-13 there. Then, of course, they had the fourth down stop, and then the first possession of the second half. Then you have the shank punt. Then you have the block punt. And at that point, that put them down, 27-17, because they scored two touchdowns at that point. At that point, at that time, the game already was known to be over at that point. So, a couple things of note: getting pressure on Philip Rivers. It definitely didn't happen as much as the game went on. He was 29-39, 308 yards, and one touchdown. He had a flashback game tonight. Somebody said the Colts have been playing well. The Colts definitely have been playing well, and their defense showed up. They definitely did. I mean, despite Derrick Henry going for 103 yards, 19 carries, of course, in that's a couple big runs he had of about 20 yards or whatever. But, they definitely did a good job defensively tonight. They were everywhere. DeForest Buckner, please remember that name, y'all. DeForest Buckner. That guy played well. He played well tonight. And he doesn't necessarily get the ball, get the sacks or anything like that, the things that are the big stats, but he's always disrupting things in there, and he's always drawing attention. I said Johnny Smith, the running back. Now, no, he's not a running back, but if you've been watching the Titans over the last couple years, I asked somebody to ask me a question, was Johnny a running back now? But if you watch the game the last couple years with the Titans, they have actually handed the ball off to Jonnu Smith a few times before, so this is not anything that's out of the regular for them. So I look like Craig Robinson. No, I do not look like Craig Robinson. Don't let the hair fool you into thinking I look like Craig Robinson. But no, I do not. But, just as far as the Titans, defensively, they just have to be better than what they were tonight. Tonight they were just bad. they were bad in aspects tonight, I will say. So they're a long ball threat. Now, I wouldn't say that's the case for the Titans. AJ Brown can definitely get down the field and spread the field. They have the players to spread the field, and they do that often. But I'll say this: no, they do have the weapons to spread the field. It's just tonight it just didn't happen. So that's just what it is on that one. Said any comment? Somebody's asking me about hay beds. I'm like, I mean, we'll discuss that another day. But we're talking Titans football right now. But as far as the offensive line, you're starting to see the effect of not having Taylor Lewan out there. Tyson, the guy Tyson's, I can't remember his last name. Anyway, he's not necessarily blocking as well as he usually would or can, and of course, he's not Taylor Lewan, so there's a lot of slippage happening. One play, he folded outside, and then he went outside, and Justin Houston, veteran outside linebacker, went right up under him, and basically made the play and got a hit on Ryan Tannehill. And the thing I hate about it is those hits are going to accumulate over time. I don't know, one of the plays he was actually wincing on the ground. So, boy, said leave it. Okay, all right. I'm going to ignore one of these questions. But also, one thing I would say is in regards to the Titans tonight, defensively, they've got to. I don't know what's going on, but it just seems like they're confused out back there in the secondary because every time somebody catches a pass and there's nobody around them, you see Malcolm Butler looking at another defensive back, or you see Kevin Byard looking at somebody else. And it's just I don't understand what's going on there, but for some reason, it just seems like confusion. It just seems like confusion back there for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just what it is, and they have to figure that out. One reason I could say potentially why it could be confusion is because they're playing one coverage on one side, and on the back side they're playing a different coverage, so there may be confusion in those aspects. Other than that, got to be better. Got to be better defensively. Special teams. Trevor Daniel, you may have got the call tonight, but I don't think you'll get the call again. That was just bad. That was just bad, bad, bad. So the injuries on defense tonight. Wasn't any injuries on defense tonight. Malcolm Butler. Oh, somebody said I think Malcolm Butler is a little overrated nowadays. To be honest, I will say that this, definitely he got that contract based off his time in New England. He's not necessarily a shutdown corner. He's never really been that. So we're getting what we're getting from him. That's all can say on that one. Um, but a few different things they need to work on. Special teams, that's rough. I still don't understand why Steven Gostkowski is still here as the kicker. He's been pretty inconsistent all year. He missed another one tonight that could have brought them within, 7 points at that time. That was huge. It just seems like special teams has gotten worse, and as the injuries have mounted, a few different things have happened in terms of the team not necessarily performing to the level that they could be able to perform at. Let's see. I don't know about sports, but I'm sorry about the guy with the disappointing defense. Oh boy. I will say this. One thing that suggestion I would have for the Titans, go out and call Dean Pease. If for those that don't know who Dean Pease is, Dean Pease was a former defensive coordinator last year. He retired this offseason. They need him. For some reason, their defense is not the same without him. And it shows because players are not playing as great as they were last year. The only guy that's really playing to the level he was playing last year, in a sense, is Jeffrey Simmons. A lot of the other players are still trying to find themselves. So, that's one thing I would say they might want to do. Vrabel, call him, have him be a special advisor, assistant, something, but you need him. And it just shows bad. It shows that they need him bad. I will say this. As far as who they play next, they play the Baltimore Ravens next. So get ready, folks. It'll be the Lamar Jackson show coming up next week. So the Titans better get ready. They better figure it out defensively because, although the Ravens have not lit it up like they did last year offensively, they're still a very dangerous team offensively. So, we'll see what happens there. Definitely, it was not necessarily the game the Titans were looking for. And now they're in danger of sliding out of the playoff picture, especially in these next couple weeks. So next week is a huge game for them versus the Baltimore Ravens. Defense has to show up. Offense has to be consistent. That's what you got. Do you think they should give Woodside? No, it's not time to give Woodside a chance. Somebody asked for Logan Woodside. It's not time to give Logan Woodside a chance. He's not the answer anyways. It's not time to give him a chance. I think Ryan Tannehill will be fine. Let's see. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Let's see if the Vikings. Oh, somebody was saying, "Hey, thanks for the info." I was saying no problem to him. Let's see. Somebody else is saying, "Hey, if the Vikings are the Vikes and the Jaguars are the Jags, what are the Titans?" I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But anyway, once again, the Titans lose 34-17. They fall out of first place in the AFC South. They're temporarily out of the playoff picture, but hey, they've got games left, so you never know. Titans fans betting on Hines to score money. Yeah, I will say this. Yeah, Hines tore them up tonight doing whatever he wanted to do. It was NC State night, like the announcer said. You had Phillip Rivers having a great night. You had Jacoby Brissett scoring a touchdown, and you had Hines scoring 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving and 1 catching the football. So, I just don't understand why they start Jonathan Taylor. Why don't they just start Hines and get it over with? But that's for them to figure out. I'm not their coach. But, definitely Titans got some questions to answer. They've got some soul searching to do defensively as well. So we'll see what happens next. Um, definitely, you know, a game the Titans, they obviously have to find a way. They have to find a way to get better. Defensively, they have to find a way to make tackles, be in the right coverages, and just to be where they're supposed to be and get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know if they're not blitzing enough. Honestly, I don't notice I notice they're not blitzing a lot either. So that's what I'm noticing as well. I said, let's see, what did this say here? It said need to drop that Clowney contract and go get. You can't drop him in the middle of the season, my guy. You can't drop him in the middle of the season. And then honestly, who else are they going to go get? Can't at this point. No, they can't go get anybody. Let's see. Simmons needs to get in. Simmons actually is playing well. He's drawing a lot of attention. So I will say this: he'll be fine. How much? I don't know. I'm not answering that question either. But yeah, again, you'll see me again when the Titans face the Baltimore Ravens in 10 days. They've got some time to rest. The little nicks they have. I don't know if you all noticed, but Derrick Henry actually had he went out of the game on one drive and had a shoulder injury. So, definitely, something to watch as well. But yeah, if you want to follow me, check out any Titans work. You can follow me on Twitter at MikePadden82. I talk Titans. I talk everything else too. So it doesn't necessarily have to be sports. But Mike Padden 82. You can follow me there. If you want to talk sports or anything like that, you can go to a site that I write for, which is the 3pointconversion.com. You can go there and actually just talk sports in general. We do have our power rankings every week. We talk NFL, we talk college football, college basketball, NBA, anything you name it, we talk it. So, definitely, my pleasure giving you this information, and I look forward to talking to you.